I've got this image of this knight who's really a machine. His name's Primeval. He makes a deal with the gray aliens because they have all this technology. They've traveled the world, traveled time. We know they've messed themselves up because they got rid of their emotions, and you kind of need those to properly evolve. They made a mistake because they're Nephilim. They're those same damn beings that we hear about in history. But see, in the story, all they needed was his robots to have some skin. Once they had the skin, the spirits of all those individual grays, or whatever the fuck they are, would inhabit that being. The being that he is, micro-sized, rides a lipid raft as he's inside your cells. It's inside your body, commanding and controlling from each inner world, this realm of demonic machines. In the macrocosm realm, he lives on another world that used to be a world of theirs. He started taking people there to do genetic tests and stuff on them. And he went insane because he didn't have any other humans. He had the humans that he genetically tampered with and manipulated, tried to give them powers and all this stuff, but he built his own family, certain robots. He had like 5 robots. And they were doing surveillance on the humans, and one of them got killed because the beings that were powerfully manipulated had powers, and they saw this thing and they freaked out. So he tries to genocide the humans because he's angry. You've killed baby boy, one of these robots that he's created that's like his children. But it doesn't work. He doesn't get to genocide the people. Why? They do some weird fucking group fucking prayer thing. The world they're on rolls on its side, where there's a light side and a dark side. They escape, and then the world polarizes 2 different entities, and the scientific experiment side is now in the dark side. Mr. Scientist, robot, geneticist guy never considered any of this shit. He didn't consider any of that. He didn't think that was valuable. He only understood the material realm and the machines. So he's quite puzzled at this. Thus, his journey into becoming the machine fully is realized. Because he didn't have any foothold into the other realm. So he just techs up. And it goes through a progression, and it's quite interesting. But when I look at CERN and the portal thing, and I look at the machines, they only need a little bit of a human. If they're building AI centers with fucking neurons, bada bing, bada bam. There you go. So they could be invading our world right now with the portal open of CERN. And they probably are. They're probably doing that because that's what these beings do. They told him, look, we've done everything. We've traveled time. We can do everything. We want to be genetically bred from the gray. They wanted to be turned into a more human thing, which ended up being like a goblin looking thing. If you take a gray and you just like maybe bring them a little bit more to humanity, where you're giving them their rudimentary emotions they haven't worked with, you got goblins. They're goblins. Trolls and all kinds of monsters, because they don't know how to. They're emotional fucking retards. remember, if you don't use it, you lose it. So when I see the CERN shit, I start to laugh and think, this is funny, because it's been, I don't know, 40 years. That's the time loop that you have to have for the Philadelphia experiment. And I think that they're going through. I think they opened the portal. I think they've done all this stuff. And I think even as a kid I knew, because it was gray aliens. It was gray aliens. I didn't know what the fuck a gray alien was. I didn't never see none. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I should get a fucking regression and remember all the bullshit, suck on their dick. No, it's not even necessary. I know what they are. I knew what they were then when I was a 5-year-old kid. I saw this motherfucker on a throne, broken down, his little red light looking like fucking Knight Rider, all broken up. Michael Knight. We're fucked, Michael Knight. You know, and he failed because what they're trying to do doesn't work. They can't help themselves. They have to try to do it because it's all they got. It's the same would be true with the devil. And they say, well, why does the devil try to do these things? If he knows he can't win, because it's what he is. In the spiritual realm, you do what you are. You do what you are. So we're entering the age of Ahriman, and Ahriman is what is coming.